Have you ever had a bird land near you in a significant moment, or felt a sudden thought that you knew wasn't your own and it was your pet's? Animals are messengers. They are always communicating messages to us, whether it's out in nature as a symbolic message or a telepathic nudge from your dog. They are constantly communicating with us, and I want to help you learn how to listen to those messages. Hi, I'm Kathy Van Gilder, animal communicator. I have been an animal communicator for over 20 years, and my passion is to help people to connect with and understand the wisdom and messages from animals. Animals don't use human words, but they're speaking to us constantly. And in episode 4 of our spiritual connection with animals, we're going to be exploring the 2 ways that animals relay messages to us. One is through symbolism, and another is through telepathic language. Whether you have a hawk flying over you or your cat staring at you, either way, there is a message there that's being shared. So what's the difference between symbolism and telepathy? Symbolism is like a mirror. So you see an owl out in nature and you feel really drawn to it. And you may know something about owl medicine. You may know what symbology is associated with an owl, or maybe you look it up online and you read through it and you see what resonates. You see what you feel in your body and your intuition, and what feels like what the message might be. The symbolic language of animals is about your life and guidance for your life. So if you see the owl, you may really resonate with intuition, and that it's saying you need to follow your intuition for your life or whatever's going on in your life. With a telepathic message, you can feel, you sense somewhere inside that this owl has a specific message for you. This specific owl has a message that they're trying to get through to you. They have some kind of wisdom they want to share. You may not be able to receive that message from the owl or another animal in the wild right at that very moment, because animals so often that we encounter in the wild are there and then they're gone. But what you can do is to find a quiet spot later and connect up with that animal just by visualizing yourself back in that same scenario, and you see that animal in your mind's eye. And then you just ask them. You ask them for the message and you let it come through. And then you trust whatever you feel, whatever is coming through all of your senses. It could be through hearing and inner hearing. It could be something that you see clairvoyantly. It could be just something you feel in your body, or something you just know and sense about this message, a really general sense, but it makes sense to you. You know that there's some message there that's really helping you, guide you in your life. If you would like some help learning how to communicate with animals, I have a course for that. It's called Learn to Communicate with Animals 101, and I'll make sure and put the link down below in the description. One of the ways that I teach people how to communicate with animals is by just being open and allowing that energy to flow. So really breathing, connecting up with your heart, and then sending heart energy to that animal. And you can do that when you're not in the same room with an animal. So when you come back from that encounter that you have from the animal, you can go ahead and just relax your body, do some deep breathing, and then just send loving energy from your heart to that animal. It will help you connect and feel that connection and make it easier for you to receive the message. And once you start receiving messages from animals, you're going to realize that it's not just about the animal. There's so much that the animals have to share to help us in our lives, help us with specific guidance and wisdom. In the final episode of this series, we're going to be exploring how animals actually act as a bridge to help us connect with our own intuition, to help us connect with our own inner selves, our own emotions, and also to source and the divine in ways that we don't really expect. And if you resonate with this, make sure and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the rest of the series. And if you want to go deeper and learn more about connecting and communicating with animals, I've got a course that I've put in the description below. It's called Learn to Communicate with Animals 101.